Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Leviathan, the last day of the decade. When we left off last time, we'd gotten the clue, we'd found our jeweler, and he told us a little bit about the ring. He saw Mom and Orvood and someone from the archives, which at this point I'm still guessing, maybe Kale's dad, head into the, or notary, he said. So I'm heading to the archives, came out a bit later, and then the ring was purchased right after that. So we need to see if there's some kind of paperwork in here documenting what happened. Let's see what we got here. Okay, a gentleman over there. This guy we cannot talk to. What's this? A door studded with dark iron plates. A weak reddish light from a small window hits the door. I bet this is the room where visitors can work with documents. Well, let's get in there. Alright, let's touch this. Profis Butterfly, District Archive of the Cistercius District, Reference Department, Stamps, and... looks up and examines Oliver. Hi Butterfly. And signatures. What the hell is going on today? It's either a nasty old woman wanting to put her late husband's damn house in her name, or some redneck hicks, and now it's Pee-wee here. Settle down, guy. Just great, damn it. Wouldn't take a piss or something. Hey now, I need to look at some stuff. Just a minute, it's important. The line for important things is through that door over there, and close it when you go through. There's a draft. What? Listen. Profus ignores Oliver and grumbles something. What's he grumbling about? Oliver listens to the incoherent muttering of Profus. Muttering under his breath, everything sucks. Howard promised me, gave me his word. 40 years we lived together, and so much, the hag says. Yeah, well, I don't give a damn. Time to move underground. There's your new home. Heartless! Come on, guy. And that whore, too. Sign the certificate. A thank you would have been nice. Get in line. It's not your turn, bitch. I'm afraid I'll stand here all day listening to him complain. Well, we gotta get his attention. Hey, you! Listen to me. I have an urgent matter. I don't want to waste time arguing. Got it? Is that so? He does not care. Calm down. If you start yelling here, you'll end up yelling in the street. So shut up and smile, please. Well, what is it? What's your question? Some kind of contract was signed 10 years ago in this building. Can I get a copy of it? Well, Oliver, we're going to need to give him a little more than that. How's he going to know what contract we're talking about? No, you can't. Next. What do you mean, no? Wait, I really need those papers that show that agreement. Do they exist? Oliver, seriously, this... You're being a terrible customer right here, Oliver. I need these papers. Do they exist? Like, what papers? How is he going to know off the top of his head what you're talking about? Papers from 10 years ago. I imagine there's probably a lot. If this is where all agreements are documented. If a transaction was agreed upon, then yes, and they're stored here. It is the archive. Well, can I see the documents? Ooh, no. Who do you think you are? I said no. No. Come on, Profis. Get out of here. Next. What should I do now? Well... Still ignoring us. Okay, bye to you too. There's the box where you can write a complaint, but it's worthless. No one will read it. Oh! Wonderful. Hey! What are you doing there, Edna? Oliver notices Edna hiding behind a column. Master, I saw and heard everything. That fatty is just asking for the beating of his life. Shall I bite his tender flesh a couple times so he'll wise up? And we do not... No. We're not going to bite a guy just because he's hassling us about paperwork. Maybe, couldn't you, like, sneak in and, I don't know, find the paperwork I need or something for me? There's got to be a different option. I don't know, Edna. He's a jerk, but he doesn't deserve to be eaten. For a brief instant, the silhouette of the tree flashes before Oliver's eyes. I don't want to do him any harm. Now, this makes me wonder, because Oliver... I don't know, it's kind of interesting. So, when we killed Mitchell on accident, and Oliver straight up says, well, I don't really care that Mitchell's dead. I don't really care that I killed a person. I was mostly just scared of getting caught. And, wow, that's cold. But I can kind of see, like, considering the world he lives in, he's got this demon head, he had this severed head in a bag when he was 8, like, there's the decade all the time just killing people left and right. He just, yeah, he, I suppose, doesn't value life maybe as much as he should. So I can understand where he's coming from there, and I don't really hold it against him. But I don't, like, I know I said before that I kind of see where he's coming from, and I do, but if I were, like, myself and accidentally killed someone, even someone I hated, I wouldn't be able to lie, and I wouldn't be able to try to hide it. I would freak out, and I would go turn myself in. I'd feel really bad about the thought that I had caused someone else to die. Whereas Oliver is like, not too worried about that. It's more how it's going to impact him. And here right now we see kind of, again, another little insight into Oliver, where Edna's offering to chew up this guy. There's no need to. That's a huge overreaction. Oliver says, no, don't do that. But then, why doesn't he want to do that? The tree flashes in his mind. Because he doesn't want to get in trouble and head towards the path of aberration because he knows this mystical tree's going to get him. It's not because he actually cares about it's wrong to eat people. It's just he doesn't want the punishment. So, I don't know. Interesting guy, Oliver. You are surprisingly kind, sweetie. But if you want to know my opinion, spilling a little blood wouldn't hurt right now. I think it would hurt a lot, Edna, if a demon attacked a guy in the freaking archives. I think we would get caught pretty fast. Oliver, how are you planning to act, man with an amazing name? Well, we're not going to punish him. You know what? Let's try helping him. Let's be nice to him. Edna, what if we help him somehow? He's the way he is because he's had a harsh life. Maybe we should have a heart-to-heart talk with him? Because he's going to want to just have a heart-to-heart with some random stranger. Are you sure, sweetie, that this piece of meat has a heart? I could try to find it in the fat rolls of his stomach. Edna! Edna again? I said we'll help him. If you haven't noticed, the word help is not at all similar to the word kill. Master, you're a kindness incarnate. Oh, as you wish, sweetie. She's so disappointed. Look, you already got to eat somebody today. Just back off this guy. Alright, so how do we help you? Rufus Butterfly, District Archive of the District of... you again. Whew, it's hot and assholes. Nothing but assholes. Well, let's talk about it. Let's just talk. See, now, Oliver, if I were a public servant and this is my job, dealing with obnoxious people all day, and one of them said, let's just talk, me and you, that would kind of tip me over, like, oh my god, could I just do my job? Leave me alone. But then this guy didn't really do his job either. He didn't want to help us. About what? What is there to talk about? What are you talking about? You people have already burned me out with your silly requests. Hurry, they say. All day, there's no damn time to fart or breathe. Tired already? Well... Rufus looks warily at Oliver and then smiles somewhat. Aha! I do like the little smile he gives us. That paired with, like, the still sort of angryish eyebrows, like distrusting. What, do you think I sit on my ass all day and swat flies? Kinda looked like it, but we probably shouldn't say that. Well, I used to think that once, but that's not how it is, damn it. What's it like? Profess this, profess that. Rush over here, rush over there, and make sure that you're at your desk by 9 with your stamps and signatures. Seems like I accidentally touched on a sore subject. Not complaining about work, everybody does it. Come before dawn, turn on the lamps and go. By lunchtime, I'm already bushed. I sit down for a rest and look up to see these dirty people. Hey, maybe I can help you somehow. Yes, you can. Clearly you can. But why did you suddenly decide to help me? Do you need something? Well, yeah. Everyone needs something, Profess. But your requests go unheard, except for me. People are selfish. No one wants to help his neighbor. Okay, listen. There's a shop nearby, with earrings, beads, and such. What do you mean? My daughter's birthday is in 4 days, but I can't leave. My daughter wants a toy. If you run down to the shop and buy a present, then you'll get what you need. Alright. There we go. I'll help you, Profus. He wants me to buy a gift for his daughter from the jeweler's shop? Great, he'll get exactly what he wants. From the jeweler's? Alright. Well, to the jeweler's then. Da-da-da-dum. Let's get out of here. To the jeweler's, you say? Okay, so we're gonna have to take the metro. What is going on with my mouse here? Oh, I'm just at the end of it. Good grief. There we go. Okay. Open up. Oh. In we go. To the white circle, please. And we're off. This looks like all the same people. Alright. Oh no, he's down. While we're here, I want to check on my cat again. Oh, you again, kind sir. Well yes, it's me. I'm glad to see you, kind sir. Would you like to fish a bit with me? Same as last time. I do want to sit here with this Pearl Primal and fish, but no, maybe some other time. Well, let's go to the jeweler's. Aha! Oliver glances at a nice-looking toy that is laying on the store's counter. That's probably the kind of toy that Profus's daughter would like. Well, let's get it. Oliver looks around in search of a salesman. Ah, you. Want something, Sonny? I do, actually. This toy, how much does it cost? Aren't you old for toys? But if you want it, 4 golden coins and it's yours. Here. Yeah, I'll take it for 4. Ah, take the money. Thank you. Don't thank me. Take it off the counter. It's the last one. What do you mean it's the last one? There's another one right here. Whatever. We'll take it. This red-haired toy kitten has a ring in its nose. It's not sewn very well, but it's still very cute. Well, let's take it. We figured she'd rather have the kitten than this strange bunny. Alright. Let's go drop this off. Up here. Open up. Back to the academy. Alright, excellent. Oh, over here and up here. Alright, buddy. Profus Butterfly, District Archive. Ah, you. Ah, friendly nods this time. It just took one good turn, and this unpleasant fat man changed right before my eyes. Did you buy my daughter a gift? I'm not rushing you, just... Hold on, I got it. Profus carefully takes the toy from Oliver's hands. Well, that is... just thank you. You're welcome. How can I help you now? Just say it. Profus, I need access to the archive and all the documents that are in it. Can you arrange that? Of course. See that room? Go there. I'll come in after a few minutes and bring you everything you need. Awesome. Thank you, Profus. Okay. This a room? Oliver goes up to the door and reaches for the handle. It's already quite late. The Guardian is already starting to worry. I have to finish my business here as soon as possible. I'll go into this room and won't leave it until I find all the evidence I need. Well, why would we go away? Now, get in there. Oliver decisively pulls on the door and enters the room. Okay, listen to me carefully and don't say anything. Alright. Some of the dusty old documents in this archive are more than 400 years old. Wow. But if I remember correctly, you say the document you need is less than 50 years old. That will make it easier to find. Every document is sorted alphabetically. So if you need a document about the Nickelbergs, then ask for documents that start with N. Got it? Yeah, alright. Yeah, go on. I'll bring one folder at a time. I'm not a slave. I won't haul a ton of paper for you. It's against union rules, too. Alright. If you need anything, knock on the door and I'll come help you. Understand? Or do I need to repeat what I just said? No, I understand. Yes, I understand. All right, good. Thank Leviathan you only look dumb. Thanks, Prothus. You get it. You're really not an idiot. If you need anything, knock on the door and I'll come. Okay, I'll be in the hall. There's a long line of annoying people waiting. They're all hags. I can't stand them. Okay. What have I got in here? Ooh. Quiet clucking is heard behind the bar. Is there a chicken back there? Is that a chicken? That's impossible. What's a chicken doing in the archive? Oliver stands near the bar. Kick the chicken? Why would we kick it? Take a closer look. Oliver peers into the darkness behind the bars. I don't see a damn thing, but it sounds like a chicken is here. Well, I guess we'll just leave it to its happy chicken life. Oliver peers into the darkness for some time, but seeing nothing, goes away. What else we got in here? That's it. Okay, well, is this blood all over the archive? It's a torture chamber. I thought this was just a room for reading documents. Okay, well, I guess we need his help. Oliver knocks on the door. Do you need something? Yeah, I need a document to look at. I can bring you some documents. Any document you want. Just choose a letter. It's in alphabetical order, you know. Documents are sorted by last names to make them easier to find. Okay, so we've got... Mom's going to be under the V's, but then Orvood is going to be under the O's. So who do we think... Let's try Orvood first. What can I find in the H through R section? Let me list the letters. H, L, N, O, P, R. You need anything from the first group, H to N? I kind of want to look at absolutely everything available, but let's start with O. I need documents starting with O. Prothus goes to get the documents. After a while, Archivist comes back with the pile of papers. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Otto family raises honey prices. Waldus Otto, skip that. Here it is. Orvood. I have to see if there's anything important to investigate. There's a large book in this folder with the pretentious name Dedication of the Undedicated, the Orvood Family Curse. Well, what's the curse? And here's a document labeled Sales Agreement. Oh, that sounds promising. Okay, so. Oliver opens the bag and some documents and newspaper clippings fall out of it. Otto claims that his lost son was strangled. What's this for? The only heir to the Kraftberg family was found dead. Here are some more names. The documents talk about some children. Otto? Kraftberg? I don't understand what relationship Orvood has with these documents. Wait, something about children going missing. But we're not a child anymore, we're an adult. This is another thing, a big part of the mystery. Why did Orvood adopt us? Like, he has to know that I'm Oliver Vertrin and he killed my mother. He's just hoping I didn't recognize that he's the killer. But why does he want me? What does he gain from that? Alright, let's look at the book. It looks like this book was printed using the Orvood printing press. The Orvood's crest is embossed on the front cover. Let's see what it says. In this world, there are words that always cultivate knowledge that are available to only a few, even if they are not kept secret. The story you will read are such words. Keep them to yourself. Alright? Once upon a time, when the dawn's light had just risen over the Leviathan, and the temple of every god was just built, our first patriarch, Austin Orvood, approached the Cohens of the temple. He asked the Cohens to give him a secret power. He pleaded night and day and promised them a great reward, and the Cohens consented. Unknown to the people, a ritual was performed. Austin Orvood drank the boiling blood of the Leviathan itself, and a shadow was born from its whirling darkness. A shadow? Yeah, there was a shadow when they killed Mom. A shadow was born from its darkness? Really, what does that even mean? I think we've got an idea what that is, Oliver. We saw it. Our patriarch lived in the temple many years, and he left a completely different person. When he returned, Austin gathered members of every family to his house and made them drink his blood. Gross. All who drank of the patriarch's blood gained a secret power, some of the power that Austin received in the temple. Protectors appeared behind their backs, half-demon shadows that exposed the dark sides of their masters' souls. Oh. From that moment on, families would ascend dramatically, only to experience a terrible downfall soon afterward. The Cohens were faithful. The Orvoods received the power that the patriarch asked for. But power at what price? It turned out that slowly the shadows started to cloud their masters' minds. They would whisper terrible things by wailing about being mighty, filling rivers of blood and ruling all creatures. The Orvoods slowly went mad, and the patriarch more so than anyone. The Orvoods started a war against the other families, trying to take all the power for themselves. The bloody uprising lasted 7 years, until finally the Orvoods were defeated. Austin Orvood was beheaded at the foot of the tower. The whole family was overthrown at the foot of the tower. The Orvoods were thrown out of the council, expelled and cursed. But no, they're pretty influential right now, so things have changed. Of all the great families, only one was not afraid to lend a helping hand to the outcasts. The Bly family came to the fallen family's defense and made the Orvoods their vassals. Okay. The Blys and Orvoods are even now connected. To this day, we remember the service rendered to our family. The temporary alliance became a powerful union that has strengthened since the war. After almost 300 years, the Orvoods were able to return to the lower chamber of the council. Their cautionary tale of the shadows finally became no more than a story. No, they're still around. There are dozens of pages more to read that talk about the mutual relationship between the Blys and the Orvoods. Seems I learned something important. Orvood has some kind of shadow, a demon-like creature that he inherited. I'm thinking of that night when my mother was killed. Yeah, there was totally a shadow there. I'll always remember that there were 2 killers. But now everything's falling into place. Orvood wasn't alone that night. He came with his shadow. Oliver notices a brown bag filled with papers mixed with the Orvood documents. Oliver opens the bag, and some documents and newspaper clippings fall out of it. Oh, we looked at this already. Otto claims that his lost son was strangled. What's this for? Only the Archer Craftberg family found dead. Some more names. Documents talk about children. Oh, I wonder why it jumped right to that. Well, let's pick up this thing. This document has the notarized signatures of 3 people and is stamped a few times. Oh, this is going to be it. The first sheet of paper says sales agreement. It says Christian Paul Orvood, party the first part, and Sherry Hirschblad Vertran, party the second part. Sherry Hirschblad. Obviously, that's my mother's maiden name. Next, the object of the transaction is the right to adopt Oliver Vertran, the son of Roger Vertran and Sherry Vertran Hirschblad? What? He bought us. And then he killed her, and he took us. What? But if she'd already given him the right, then why did he kill her? But they said, the jeweler said she was really, really drunk. Did she not realize what she'd signed away? So Mother sold me to my guardian? I didn't expect that. But why did he kill her? What did he have to hide if the transaction was legal? I guess I don't know a lot about my mother. Maybe there's something else written about this in the documents. Yeah, I think we definitely want to look at Mom's documents too. Let's just click on this, but I think it's going to be the same thing. I shouldn't have clicked on this one. It's got 15 things. Okay, so this is all the same. This one we still haven't really gained anything from. Okay, let's get some Vertran documents. Do you need something? I do indeed. Let's go for Vertran. Stuvxy. I kind of want to look at all of them, though. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's the first group. Ooh, I needed the second group. Well, what do we have in S? This is a huge file with last names of Stillfreeze, Downfreeze, Slayberg, Stryland, and here's a newsletter entitled Steinbergs. You never know when we'll strike. Okay, so, kind of interesting, but not... That's just interesting for extra flavor, I think I really am going to go ahead and get all of them. Looks like you don't know the alphabet very well. Everybody's a comedian. You do realize that there aren't documents for every letter, don't you? So, A, B, C. Let's go with A. We'll look at all of it. Actuaries, audits, Edelstein, and something about the Acres, an ancient family that I've never heard about. Now, I'm feeling positive that what we actually need is going to be in Vertrin, but I just want to see everything. So we'll start from the beginning. We got the A, on to B. A heavy folder entitled Bly. Underneath it is a folder that is almost the same size with the name Blackstone, written indistinctly with large letters on it. Alright? A through G again. C. Craftberg. Quite predictably, a fat folder entitled Cadastral Map lies next to the Craftberg folder. Alright. Okay. D. Here's dusty, crumbling documents from the Dolstein family, as well as a pile of trash. I don't know why they keep this in the archive. Time for E. Evil phrase, the four-handed warriors. I need to keep this paper and read it in my spare time, but there isn't anything here that is relevant to what I need. Okay, time for G. G. Everything? Man, there are 740 items about the Great Sea Messenger for that letter. I'm not going to haul it all out here. Sorry. Okay, so what did he bring for us then? A file labeled Goldberg's. Here's a small booklet entitled Gold, How to Mine and Smelt It. As expected, nothing useful. Okay, H through R. H. Based on the agreement found in Orvood's folder, my mother had a last name of Hirschblad. Oh, I screwed up! I was going to look under Vertrin. Maybe some of the documents that I find here will tell me something. Strange, I never even thought about which family my mother belonged to. We never met her relatives, and I never even heard anything about them. Maybe our family's relationship wasn't as rosy as I thought it was back then. The Hirschblad letters were in a white folder. Is there anything in here that is worth looking at? Probably. Why is it all coated in blood? But I'm going to switch. We'll come back to H. L, please. There's a lot of miscellaneous information about the Lesfroids. Looks like Craze is a descendant of this family. Or isn't he? Who cares anyway? N. Black folder entitled Naglin Execution Records. Next to it is a file entitled The Nickelberg Family's Glorious Deeds and Amazing History. Not what I need. Okay. T. The title page says Pig Phrase, but the other four large piles of paper are written illegibly and clumsily. Alright. Almost done with the middle chunk of letters. R, please. Rolstein, Raider, a carmine red booklet with a gold monogram entitled Relatives Are Essential. One of the folders has M. Rayner's business card in it. Okay, S through Y. Oh, I'm sorry. We already looked at S. I'm just clicking on through. Okay, T. There are a dozen white folders with an embossed monogram of a last name on the cover, concisely entitled Triberg. Here's a folder named Trade Routes. Okay. Ooh, U. A few editions of the Union newspaper are in the folder labeled U. Alright. Y. A small booklet concisely entitled Youth. It looks like a collection of poems. Nice. We'll save V for last in case there's something under Vertrin. X. This looks like a photography file. There are some very interesting pictures. Here's a picture of the 1402 parade, and here's the butcher hanging on the city wall. I don't know why there's the letter X here. Did he say the butcher hanging on the city wall? He does say that. Like hanging... Okay, I'm assuming badly, like hanging like he's been nailed to the wall or something, or hanging from a rope, but it could just be like he's holding on to it so he can see the parade or something. Okay, let's look at the V's, and then we'll come back to the H last thing. Alright, V for Vertrin. Ooh, Profis brings a folder of documents and a strange bulky apparatus. What did Profis bring me this time? Scrolls with the official Windsmith seal, a dusty book entitled The Windsmiths and Their Legacy, some weird apparatus. I didn't say W, I said V. There we go, Weinstein for... Vertrin? Yeah. The Vertrin documents are inside a large box with thick sides. After opening the box, Oliver discovers promissory notes and some sort of notice. A strange apparatus is also labeled Vertrin. I have to study everything that's in this box. There may be something important. Indeed. Let's start with this. Oliver notices a pile of promissory notes that are tied with a gold bank ribbon. Loan of 2,200 gold due January 14, 1578. Loan of 3850 gold due by May 14th, 1578. And here's postscript written by my father. I will pay by... Based on these documents, my family was in debt. A lot of debt. That's why she sold me. I remember my mother suffered as she saw our family getting poorer. She tried the best she could, but our family had too many expenses. And then my father disappeared, and everything became so depressing. Here are several identical scrolls made of thick gray paper. Each one is written with blurred letters that say Notice of Death. Notice of death? About whose death? Mother's? Maybe father died and she saw no other out, so she sold us, and that's why she sold us to Orvood. It says, Hunters notify Sherry Vertrin of the death of her husband and hunter, Roger Vertrin, and she never told us, and this whole time we've wondered what happened to our father. Oh, sorry, Oliver. Father, so you are dead. Something else is written here. Date and time of death, July 17th, 1578, between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning. My mother was killed near the end of August 1578. That means Mother may have known of my father's death. Yeah, and she's getting poorer and poorer in all kinds of debt, learns her husband is dead, doesn't know how she's going to provide for kids. And maybe that's part of why she got so delusional at the end, too. Okay, what if she really knew? What if she behaved strangely to try and hide the truth about Father from me? Yeah. If that's true, then I can't even imagine how she kept going. Next line, cause of death, suicide. Suicide? It just gets worse and worse. I don't believe that my father would take his life. You'd have to be pretty desperate to kill yourself. Well, we were in a tremendous amount of debt. Did it have to do with my family's debt? There's more. Notes, there was no chance to revive our Bertrand due to the nature of his injuries. He died within 2 minutes from loss of blood. Father, what happened? And now onto this thing. Oliver holds a strange device in his hands that has several thin tubes, refractive lenses, and mirrors on it. What is this? And that's all we've got. I guess we're just not gonna know. Okay, it's not gonna help to keep clicking on it. Okay. Well, let's go look up Mother. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hirschblatt in the white folder, so probably these, but what's this one? It's a stack of old faded letters. Each one of them says, to Sherry Hirschblatt only. The sender's name is written so illegibly that I can't read a word. We'll open them up. Let's look here. Dear Sherry, we can skip that. My daughter, oh, it's from my grandmother. Aha, this is important, I think. The look on your face the last time we met and your recent letters all indicate that you are in deepest despair, and the cause of your distress... Your father may seem malevolent, but in all reality he is depressed. He insists that he repeatedly warned you even before you started arguing about how the Vertrands are paupers and untrustworthy, and that to marry a man from that family was a mistake. Ooh! And about your husband. It seems that the news of his suicide has reached our region too quickly. Is it true that he ripped open his stomach right there in the council hall? Oh my gosh! They say that he asked for money for his family, but everyone refused. Then he... I don't approve of what he did, but I can understand. It is awful. Just awful. Wow. Awful, like your plans for your boy Oliver. How can you sell your son? Have you gone mad, my girl? You can't save your family by sacrificing it. So Grandma knew? And no one was willing to step in and help me out? What will you have left? Just your daughter Ginny? I sincerely hope that your deceased husband didn't know of your plans, or he wouldn't have forgiven you, and he'd be right. I'm probably trying to justify my mother's actions, but it looks like she made the deal with Christian because of the hardship my family was facing. Yeah, but, I mean, like her grandma said, how is... I would rather be poor than sell my children. There's no way. Or if she has to give him up, if she can't afford the kids, like, send him to live with his grandma. Keep him with family. Here's another letter. Hello, daughter. The following half a page of courtesies is typical of the provincial aristocracy. But after that, there seems to be something important. The whole world is gossiping, daughter. Your name is heard everywhere. Someone said that Sherry Bertrand has gone mad, and the others are repeating it. I won't ask you whether it's true or not, but I'm worried, especially since your last letters are so... strange. Cancel the deal? What are you talking about, Sherry? Is this from Orvood? You took the money, have spent part of it, your debts are paid, but your debt to Orvood has only increased. At first I didn't approve of selling Oliver, but everything has gone too far now, and if you have signed a contract, then there's nothing left to do than meet the conditions of the agreement. Okay, so she did have second thoughts about it, and that's why he killed her. Or you gone crazy, like the mean-spirited rumors say. What I just read explains my mother's strange behavior. Right before she died, she was definitely not herself. I remember that well. So why did Orvood want us in the first place, though? Oh, these folders are similar to a dossier. Famous names are on the front pages. Triberg, Lesfreud. This folder is signed Bertrand. I wonder what's in it. Well, let's see. Oliver opens the file with the cover that's signed Bertrand. Let's see. There's a photograph on the first page of my father when he was young and had short, stiff hair. Vertrans, main source of income, hunting demons, sorcery, magic, mining, and working with amber. Oh, we hunt demons? We don't have demons that hunt for us. There's a small clipping from some booklaying here. Amber is a very important part of the Vertran business. They say that the family has a special way of working with the stones. After polishing and cutting, the stones gain the ability to capture the image of demons and aberrants that come close to the person holding the stone. In order to decipher the image that was recorded on the stone, the Vertrans use a special device that they make themselves. Oh, we're going to have him bring that back to us. So is that strange machine with all my father's stuff that strange device? The Vertran stone records only the image of the demonic creature, aberrants of various forms, demons who have made pacts with people, blood magic, etc. In order to find demons, Vertrans wear jewelry with this stone. Pendants, those things that you pin on your shirt, earrings, and tiaras with amber. Rings and bracelets may also be used. The ring in amber. Yeah, we need to put it in that thing. Why didn't I realize it before? My mother's ring. It's adorned with a big piece of amber. There's a bit more information here about the family's income, their place in the council, and a brief genealogy. I'm not sure that this is very useful. It looks like this was made when a young Sherry Hirschblad was looking for a husband. And she decided to go with Vertran. I guess I should be grateful to her for choosing my father. Alright, give me this apparatus again. Thank you. Alright. Notice, receipts, and an apparatus. Is this the thing that Mother wrote about in her records? I'm sure it is. Alright. So, I'm probably saying this wrong. Dossier, I don't know. Whatever. That my mother made for my father. It says that the Vertrans use amber to record images of demons, and yeah, let's pop the ring in there. And use a special machine to make the image appear. I bet this apparatus is one of those machines. Okay, let's... How do I... Yeah, put it in there. Now I see the stone is mounted in such a way that it's easy to pull out of its bezel. Oliver picks at the amber with his nail and applies a bit of pressure on the bottom. Bam! Got it. I wonder if the stone has anything in it that would show who the criminal is. What would make the image visible again? We'll put it in the thing. Orvood coat of arms. We don't care about that. Okay, I just want this. A rectangle-shaped piece of amber, cut and polished. They say that the stone is faceted in a special way and can capture the image of a demon that's nearby. Well, let's try just clicking this. Okay. Special machine. This is the apparatus. The stone that I pulled out of Mother's ring is definitely amber. Maybe I should check it out? Yes. Oliver puts the stone into the apparatus and turns on the machine. There she is. The room is filled with a brilliant light blue light. An image appears in the beams of light coming from the stone. So there's our mother, dead. Is this the shadow thing? Everything is like that night. Mother's lying on the bed and is being strangled by Christian's shadow. I'm sure that Mother was killed by the shadow. The silhouette of the murderer is blurry, but the silhouette of my mother is imprinted quite clearly. There can be only one explanation. The imprint of the murderer looks blurry because in real life the murderer really does look like that, because it's a demon. Got you now, Christian, and your damn shadow, too. Well, I guess we do have Edna, so... Man and demon versus man and demon. This is what happened. It all started when my parents got into debt. These receipts I found in my father's papers are sufficient evidence of that. Our family's impoverished. Mother and father tried to get money. Father borrowed gold from other nobles, but my mother chose another path. Mother made a deal. She found a man who would pay her a large sum of money to have the right to become my guardian. She sold her son. That's pretty crappy. That's how these adoption papers appeared. I'm sure that she did this with the best intentions. Most likely my mother thought she was saving our family from disgrace and poverty. Yeah, but what about you, Oliver? And she was obviously afraid of telling Father that I would be given to another family. Yeah, I'm cool with adoption. Adoption's fine. But she sold him. It wasn't like, I don't know, maybe she thought, oh, this will give him a better life. Maybe. I don't know. It feels more like she's drowning in debt and someone's willing to buy her kid to get her out of the debt, so she's gonna do it. Like, I'll still have Ginny. I mean, I don't... It's because of the money involved. If she just felt like I can't take care of him, but I need him to have a good life, I'll give him to someone who can provide better for him. That'd be one thing. But no, she sold him. But eventually, that was what killed him. Oh, I didn't put that together. Obviously, duh. He found out I was sold and that's why he killed himself. It says in the death certificate that Father killed himself, and I understand why he made that decision. And so the money disappeared and debts grew. Eventually, even the most generous nobles stopped lending him money, and not seeing any way out, he went to the council to ask for a loan. Father was a proud man. He may have been able to bear being publicly humiliated if it had had some result. But he was rejected on the council steps and killed himself. I still remember the lines from that strange, disturbing message. Someone said that Sherry Bertrand went crazy. That's what happened. Now that I'm grown up, I clearly understand that Mother went crazy, and I have no idea what was going on in her frenzied mind. Based on the letter, she backed out of the deal, and that was what motivated the murderer. Maybe my guardian didn't want to kill her. If the book that I found with the Orvood documents is correct, the Shadow could have dealt with Mother without Christian's intervention. So maybe he was just trying to talk to her about it, and the Shadow, on its own initiative, just killed her. On one hand, this makes him less guilty of the crime, but on the other hand, their history with the Shadows has been forgotten some, and if I make the crime public, then it will shatter the Orvood's power forever. Bet you, Christian, that you didn't know that it would end this way. I swore long ago that I'd bring you to justice as soon as the right moment came along, and that moment has come. The only thing that I still haven't figured out is the documents that I found in the leather bag, which mention the Orvood family connected to kids, so what do they need with kids? Does he just want to have a son, but he doesn't want to pass on a shadow, so he doesn't want it to be a biological child? What would the Orvoods want with all those children? No, because there's been multiple children. Hey, are you asleep? No, I'm thinking about things. Huh? You're just sitting there with your eyes closed and mumbling. You haven't been drinking, have you? If you have, then get out. If you even think about dying here, I'll kill you. Oh, Prophus. I don't need dead bodies here. Well, judging from the stains on the walls, it looks rather like you've probably got some experience with dead bodies in here. Everything's okay, I'm just lost in thought. Everything's okay, he says. Maybe you're okay, but I'm busting my ass here. Are you Oliver Bertrand? Yes. What's the... Get your stuff. Some guy in a bank employee's uniform has come for you. Ooh, Christian. Right? He said he's an Orvood. I'm not about to cross the Orvoods. It's not worth it, so get up and get lost. Christian? Yes, that's what he said his name was. Uh-oh. How did he know I was in the archives? Come on, get up. Do I have to make you get up? My guardian's here. How did he find me? Or did he know where to look? Oh, is this the end of episode 2? Aha! Alright. My guardian is here. If he knew where to find me, that means he also knew why I came to the archive. I need to be more careful. Some of my evidence may be really valuable. I should hide them before my guardian finds out. Alright, and we will do that, but we'll do it next time. I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll finally, after 10 years, be meeting Christian face to face. Maybe, I kind of feel like maybe we should just call him out and get some answers from him. Although if he can't control his shadow, will his shadow kill us? Ooh, we'll have to see.